today I'd like to introduce you to a very simple method that you can implement today to start earning $4,000 to $5,000 within 30 days if you stick to it properly. And the best part, it's so simple that literally anyone can do it. You don't need to learn any specific skills like programming or coding or web design, and it's one of the most overlooked services that you can provide remotely. And funny enough, this is the type of service that businesses desperately need. I mean, think about your average store situation for a second. You've got Susan in accounts that's busy reconciling all the business transactions, and then you have Jimmy, Steven, and John on the shop floor. The phone's ringing, orders are flying in, and everyone is flat out busy keeping the business running. And this is how it goes for most businesses nowadays. They want to maximize cost and efficiency. So this is exactly where you come in. This is your unique opportunity. Very good. So at this stage, I'm sure you're probably wondering how much money you can earn per month, how you get there, also what sort of solution you can use, and what type of businesses you can target, and how to target them specifically and what to say to them. So let's answer all these questions one by one. So the solution we're going to use for this is called OMNISEND, which is one of the most comprehensive email marketing solutions on the market right now. Now, let's consider who you're going to contact and how much money you can make and how much you can charge them. Very good. So how much money can you make with this system? Well, it's very simple. I worked out two different scenarios here. So let's say you want to take it easy, slowly, and only onboard 4 clients per month, or maybe 1 per week. Okay, so in which case you have client 1. The first month is going to give you $500. So this is your setup fee, $500, and then every month after this, you need to charge them at least $250, to maintain and look after their marketing campaigns. Okay, so this is how it's going to work for client 1, and then the same client 2, 3, and 4. So the first month you might make $2,000. Now the next month you're going to onboard another 4 clients. Okay, so they're going to pay you $500 each, and then the residual income from the other customers from previous month, which will add up to $3,000. Okay, and then the next month you're going to onboard another 4 clients. So that's really up to you, how many people you want to work with, how many companies. Here let's aim for 16 maybe, which is a good average. Okay, again, 500 here for each, plus the 250 residual income, that's 4,000. And finally, by month 4, you have a steady income of 5,000 and 4,000. Okay, so this is basically how it's going to work out and pan out with scenario number 1. So let's have a look at scenario number 2 here. So let's say you're a bit more motivated, you really want to go for it, you don't have time, you want to make money quick. You're going to onboard 8 clients the first month, so that's going to be $4,000 immediately up front. Okay, the next month they're all going to pay you $250 again, as you can see here, same principle, right? But then you get another 8 new clients at $500, so here you're going to make $6,000 altogether. And then from month number 3, you make a constant $4,000 per month on autopilot. Now, where do you find those clients? Is very simple. So what you want is to contact businesses that already have an e-commerce website in place. So you can go on Google Maps, for instance, and type a keyword like gift shop and then your area. So let's say here, Dallas, okay? And then simply look for who has an e-commerce website. We can look by images as well, So this one is very nice shop. So let's have a look. So let's scroll down. So they have a website, obviously. So let's open this in a new tab. And right here, as you can see, it says shop now. So chances are they have an e-commerce website in place, and they indeed have one. Okay, so that's basically what you can do now. You can contact them. As you can see, they have lots of stuff online for sale, a very luxurious looking website. So they won't mind paying you $250 a month and $500 upfront. So you could be looking for different keywords, for instance, fitness supplements, or maybe pet store, and then again, go through all the different shops here and see if they have a website. If they have a website, open this in a new tab and then have a quick look. They have a shop as well, as you can see, shop now. And there you go. As you can see, this is indeed an e-commerce website. So they have this in place already, and now you can contact them. Very good. So now let me show you how you can set up OMNISEND for your clients, from the opt-in form, the campaigns, managing the mailing list, and also complete workflows. And to get us started, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says OMNISEND, get 30% off for 3 months. And this will bring you to the OMNISEND website. As you can see, email and SMS marketing so good, it's boring. And the promise here of using email marketing is to make an average of $68 of return on investment for every dollar you spend. So if you scroll down the page, you'll find down in the footer section here, it's compatible with a lot of different platforms like Shopify, Shopify Plus, BigCommerce, WordPress, WooCommerce, Wix, ShopPlaza, and Ecwid as well. So these are all the big players in the e-commerce field. And this is great because this will give you a confidence boost to contact any of those companies to offer your services, because chances are they are definitely using one of those platforms here to run their e-commerce business. So now let's address the pricing. Very good. So as you can see, you can start completely free, which is great. So this way you can set it up for your client. And the best part is that you don't require any credit card details at this point. So you can get started immediately. So after this, how much is it going to cost for your client? Well, it's very simple. As you can see, it's based on the amount of contact you have on your list. So between 251 to 500 is going to be $11 per month. If you go between 500 and 1,000, it's $14 per month, and so on and so on. But for now, all you have to do is click on this button here, start your free plan. And then from here, create your new account. Okay, so obviously I already have an account myself. I'm going to simply log in. And this will bring you to your OMNISEND dashboard. And as you can see by the side here, I'm on the free plan. So this is completely free again. So you'll be working under the same conditions. So the first thing you need to do is to link your store, so your e-commerce store, to the OMNISEND account, okay? So as you can see, there's an error message here because I already have a website attached to it. So I'm just going to show you the steps here, how to connect any e-commerce platform to OMNISEND. So for this, you go to your menu section under your profile here, and you go to stores. Now, obviously, this is an account that I use for all my tutorials, so I already have 2 websites linked to it. So if you want to add a new store, all you have to do is click on this button here and enter the details. So all you need is the store name, the website address, and choose which platform they're on. So it could be Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, WordPress without WooCommerce, Wix, Adobe Commerce, Ecwid, PrestaShop, OpenCart, ShopPlaza, NopeCommerce, or perhaps something else, in which case it's going to be a bit more difficult to set up. So I would probably stick to those that are already made here, okay? So select the platform that you'll be using. So in our case, it's going to be WooCommerce, and then enter the details here, business address, city, zip code, etc., etc. And then you can add the store. So you will have the store like this one here, okay? So once your store is added, the next step is super important. You have to link OMNISEND to your client's website. So this will require you to install a piece of software on their website. Now, for security reasons, they might not give you access to their website, in which case, no problem whatsoever. You can just tell them and send them the instructions for their web designer to do it for them. Now, that's the beauty of this system. You don't have to step over anyone's toes. You're not overlapping with their services. If they're happy enough with their web designers, you are offering a service that's actually outside their scope, which is absolutely great, So all you have to do is to send them those steps here. Let me show you. Now, this method will vary depending on the e-commerce platform that your customer is using. So if you need help with this, simply click on this button here. It will open up in a new tab, and then you can look for any documentation that you need. So maybe link Shopify store, okay? And then search. Very good. So let me zoom in quickly here. And as you can see, integration with Shopify. So if you click on this, you have the full article, and these are the steps you need to follow. So everything is highlighted here. All you have to do is simply follow the steps. So super easy to do, okay? And this way you can share that maybe with their web designer as well if they don't want to give you access to their backend. But for now, I'm going to show you how you can do that in WordPress. So for this, you have to access the WordPress dashboard. You have to add a new plugin. So you go to add plugin here, and in the search feature here, look for a plugin called OMNISEND. And here you have the choice among 2 different options, the one for WooCommerce and the one just for WordPress itself. Obviously, this is an e-commerce platform, so this is the one we're going to select. So install now, and then activate. Very good. And then you have to connect this to your actual account. So simply connect your store to OMNISEND, connect your account, and then approve. And as you can see, we are now connected, and this was done automatically because we are obviously logged in here in a different tab. Now, if you are sharing those steps with their web designer, you will have to share the OMNISEND email and password as well, so that they can actually link the 2 accounts together here, okay? So that's the first step, is to connect your account with your e-commerce platform. All right, so now it's time to go to the OMNISEND dashboard and let me explain how this platform works and how you can help your clients generate more sales on their e-commerce website using OMNISEND. Very good. So by the side in the menu section here, you see you have your forms, automation, and campaigns. So normally you would start from here, from the forms. So this is an opt-in form that you can install on their website to fetch email addresses of visitors that had no intention of buying initially, and you can turn 1 out of 7 into a buyer thanks to this. So your forms work from different occasions, obviously. It could be for Black Friday, it could be throughout the whole year, or any specific events. So this would be step number 1. After this, you can set up automation. So this is basically automations based on specific triggers. And then you can have an email or an SMS set based on those triggers. And finally, once you've built up your audience through forms and automation, you can then start launching campaigns, okay? So let's start with step number 1. So this is the first thing you set up for them is the forms, okay? So click on this. Excellent. So right here on top, as you can see, they offer you the option to create a Wheel of Fortune form. So with this, you can collect subscribers with gamified spin to win game. So our Wheel of Fortune has an average submit rate of 6.3%, making this our best performing submit form. So that's really up to you. You can use this, okay? Or you can create another form altogether. So let me show you all the different options available. So let's create the form together here. And now you can select a form template. So there's quite a few, to be honest, you know. So these are pre-designed templates that you can use. So it's going to save a lot of time. And they're all based on different types of circumstances, time of the year, or basically how you want to interact with your visitors. As you can see, a lot of different ones here. So for instance, if you go back to the top here, what is your goal? To collect subscribers, stop product abandonment, promote special offers, and gather interest in out of stock. So as you can see, different circumstances, different situations, depending on what you want to achieve. Again, you'll have to discuss that with your client, obviously. But initially, you want to collect subscribers. This is the first form normally that you would put in place, you know. So let's select this one here together. And as you can see, the result will be narrowed down based on our selections here, okay? So different themes as well. So it could be holiday celebration, inspirational, or branded form. And as you can see here, there's a small logo next to it. That means this one can be created with AI. So the type of form, pop-up, embedded, landing page, and flyers. So here, depending if you have access to their website or not, you might use embedded, but for this, you'll have to embed the code on the website itself. And for this, obviously, you will need access to the backend. Now, if you don't have access to the backend, you can still create quite a few, like for instance, the pop-up one and the flyout one is no problem whatsoever. So let's select maybe pop-up for now, okay? And then we have the form settings here. So multi-step, mobile only, Wheel of Fortune, teaser, promotional links, email only, and so on, okay? So obviously this will depend on your client's website. So as an example here, I have a sample website. So let's pretend this is your client's website, antiques. And if you scroll down the page, as you can see, they sell a bit of everything like furniture, maybe plants and all that. And if you go to the top, you can check all the products. And there you go, as you can see, you have vases, lighting fixtures, and so on and so on. So what sort of a form would suit this type of website? Well, if you go back here, simply scroll through all the different options here to see something that might be suitable. So maybe something simple like this one, you know, or that one here, get 10% off your first order, okay? So let's say if you wanted to use this one, all you have to do is use template. Excellent, and now you can customize this exactly the way you want based on your client's requirements and the circumstances, obviously, you know. So right here, you have all the different items. If you wanted to insert, all you have to do is drag and drop it. So let's say if I wanted to add some text here in between, there you go, okay? And then if you don't want it, simply delete it, okay? So it's very simple, drag and drop visual form builder. Right here underneath, you have the different steps. So step 1 is to fetch the email address. Step 2 is going to be maybe to fetch their phone number if you want to use SMS marketing as well. And then you will have the success page once they've signed up. And if they already subscribed, you'll have a message as well. So that's really up to you if you want 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps. If you don't want to fetch the phone number, for instance, for the text messages, you may want to delete it, in which case simply click on those 3 dots and then delete. And that's all, okay? Now, if you wanted to add a step, if it's not there, you can click Add Options, add a new step, And now you can set the step as being your SMS marketing campaign. So obviously this type of form works really well because anyone who's going to land on this website, they might be interested in some items on the website. And if we have a pop-up window that says, get 10% off your first order, they might feel more compelled to enter the email address and click get 10% off, obviously, okay? So you can customize the message here if you wanted to change this. Maybe you want to offer 20%. Simply click on the text here and customize this as you see fit. And the subheading the same here, okay? Now what you might want to do is to change maybe the color here, okay? If you click on this, you can change the color. If you go to the button settings, a primary button, and let's change the color here to the actual color that we have on our website. This is the matching green that we have, okay? The same color. Simply insert the hexadecimal code. And that's basically it, okay? And then step 2, we can do the same with the same color added already. Success page and submit. Now you can match this color with all the different items. I'm just going to leave it as is for now, just to show you how this works, okay? So on the right hand side, we have all the different types of behavior. So audience management, who do you want to target? Form for new subscribers, welcome discount. And then scheduling, when do you want to display this? At any given time? Basically all the time, or a specific start date and specific end date, in which case you can fill out those fields. You have the display as well. How do you want to display this? Based on the number of pages visitor needs to see, time on page, scroll depth, or exit intent. So I'm going to set this one up as a scroll depth, for instance, okay, of let's say 50%. So if they go to your homepage, okay, let's say they go on your homepage and they scroll up to 50%. Once they reach this point here, it will show up, okay? So this is the aim, okay? So I'm going to set it up like this. And then you also have the visibility. So you want to display that on all devices, mobile only or desktop only. So again, that's really up to you, you know? And then here we have the frequency. So limit form appearance. So this is an important one, this one. Don't show again after interacting with the form for at least 1 day. So if someone goes to your website, scrolls on the page, the pop-up window will show up, and I decide to close the pop-up window. After this, if I refresh the page or go to another page, come back to the home page, I don't want to see it again. Otherwise, that's going to annoy your visitors very quickly, you know. So I would suggest that you enable this limit up from appearance for at least 1 day. If they go back the next day, that's fine. They can see it again. Otherwise, just hide it, okay? And then you have A/B test as well. Here you can try 2 different forms with different maybe layout, maybe different call to action button or something like this. And at the end of a few days, you will know which one performs best and you can keep that one on your website, okay? So now I'm going to enable the form. And there you go. So this is in place now. So let's put this to the test, okay? So very good. So this is our website. So let's scroll down the page. And normally when we reach the halfway point, it should show up the pop-up window. So let's see what happens now. There you go. So as you can see, get 10% off your first order. Be the first one to hear about it and get 10% off. So this is working. Very good. So this is step number 1. Now, obviously, as you can see, we promised them a 10% off their first order. So clearly here we have to send them the coupon code via email. So this is step number 2, is to take care of the automations. So back to the OMNISEND dashboard. Let's go to automation this time. So automation will work for a lot of different things. You know, as you can see, abandoned cart workflow. As you can see, 70% of shoppers abandon the cart and never come back. Now you can actually reignite that flame and actually fire an email and maybe offer them a 20% discount or something like this. Now guys, here the principle is the exact same, okay? But for now, let's create the workflow based on our requirements, which is to send the coupon code once they subscribe, okay? So as you can see, you can preview and start the workflow, but this is for cart abandonment. What we need is to click on this one, explore all workflows. So click on this. These are all the different options available. Welcome message, cart abandonment, browse abandonment, post-purchase, special occasions, and transactional, okay? So basically here you can set up anything that you want based on any type of circumstances, set up a trigger, and then fire an email based on those situations, which is absolutely amazing. And this is a very powerful method to convert casual browsers, casual visitors into paying customers, okay? So in our case here is going to be a welcome message. So I'm going to use this one here, okay? So customize workflow. And again, guys, this is just one example, but there's so many different case scenarios you can put in place. So first, you're going to set up your trigger. You might want to wait for a little while, and then what will happen? Okay, so it's just a chain of event that you can add here and create as you see fit based on your circumstances and your client's website. Okay, so in our case, the trigger, which is here, okay, is subscribe to marketing. But again, as you can see, there's so many different options, you know. So in our case, they enter the email address and subscribe. We're going to wait maybe 1 minute, or maybe send it immediately. That's up to you, really, you know. So as you can see, you can select in minutes, in hours, in days, in week, in month, or immediately. So I'm just going to select immediately here. And then what is the result here? What will happen was the action. We're going to send them an email, okay? So here you can customize the subject line. So welcome to, maybe the shop name, or maybe, or hello, and then you can put the person's first name using here the variables. As you can see, could use the first name as well, you know, and things like this. So you can personalize this very nicely as well. So they feel that this has been sent to them personally, you know. And then you have the pre-header as well, and then the sender's name. And then if you scroll down, this is basically what the email looks like at the minute. Now, if you wanted to customize this, no problem whatsoever. Click on edit content. Very good. As you can see, welcome aboard. We're stoked to see you've joined us. As a little thank you, we'd like to treat you with a discount for your first order. Okay, so here you're going to enter the coupon code, obviously, you know. So then you go to your website, you ask the website owner to create a coupon code. They might go to WooCommerce, create a coupon code, whatever the coupon code is, okay? And then you can come back here and then paste it, okay? So if you click on this here, maybe the coupon code is XCV8952DF or something like this, you know? So this is the coupon code they can use. And for the shop now here, you're going to link this to obviously your website. As you can see, you have the account website. Now you can replace this with the actual address of the website itself, which you can fetch here, you know. So Control C, you're going to paste it here, Control V, and there you go, okay? So after this, you can finish editing. Very good. So this is in place. So we have the trigger. We're going to send this immediately. What are we sending? The email, okay? So click update, start workflow. Very good. As you can see, this is enabled and in place. And now again, let's put this to the test. Very good. So back to our website. So let's scroll down the page. And normally when we reach the mid halfway point here, it should show up. There you go. And we're going to enter the email address. Okay. So I'm going to say hello, maybe hello@mrwebreviews.com. Get 10% discount. I'm going to skip this step. Thank you for signing up. Okay. And normally if I go and check my mailbox now, I should have received the coupon code. And I did indeed receive the email. It was sent immediately. So all I had to do is to refresh my browser and the email was in. I got my 10% coupon code. And now if I click on this button, I'll go straight to the website and I can use this at checkout. Very good. So back to our OMNISEND dashboard. If you go to audience now, normally in the contact section, we should have the latest one, hello@mrwebreviews.com, that I registered with. As you can see, July the 6th, which is today when I'm recording this video. So this was recorded. So obviously, as your mailing list grows up, you might get 25, 50, 100. Once you reach a certain amount, you can start your campaigns and start firing emails to all of them at once, okay? So if you go to your campaigns, now this is where you can set this up. And this is the exact same principle as the forms that we created, except here we're designing an email. As you can see, send branded email campaigns that look stunning on any devices. And you can create that in minutes and in just a few clicks. So you can create an email campaign from scratch or again, use a template, okay? So view all campaign types. And then what do you want to do? Send a simple email, an A/B test, SMS or push notifications connected to the app. So let's say we want to send an email for now. So let's create the email campaign. And let's pretend you got a new line of products that came in and you want to advertise that to your mailing list. So you can type the subject line. And if you're not too sure, you can even use AI. So let's click on this here. So describe your campaign in keywords and I'll craft a powerful headline for you. New line of lighting fixtures. Okay, or something like this. Enter. There you go. Brighten your space with our new fixtures. This is great, isn't it? Okay, let's use that. Very good. And then you can do the same with the sender's name. So let's say Mr. Web. And then here the pre-header you can have as well. Okay, so I'm just going to select here using AI. So transform your home with stunning styles, new design that lights up your room. Very good. Okay, let's use this one. Campaign name. So I'm going to say new stock. Okay. And then we can choose a template now. And then now you can select any of those templates based on your type of campaign. So in our case, we're promoting a new line of products, so maybe with a few pictures. So perhaps something like this, you know, as you can see, showroom could have a different few items displayed and all that. And this would be absolutely fine. Now, again, if you click on this, you can use a template. And then you can customize it here as you see fit. Again, we've covered that already, so we're not going to do this right now, but that's basically the same principle. And once you're done, all you have to do is to choose the type of recipient you're going to send it to, your mailing list, and then you'll be able to fire that email to your whole mailing list. And there you go, guys. This is how you can generate $4,000 to $5,000 per month within 30 days by setting up email marketing for busy businesses. As always, I hope you found this helpful. If so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share with everyone you think might find this interesting. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.